Hey everybody, if you've followed me in the other videos that I've done, I did some weight reduction on the rollers for the front variator. Ran around with I think they were like 20.56 gram rollers, which is pretty fast on takeoff for sure. But it revs a little bit higher than what I want it to. So, and like if you've watched the other videos, I did do a 19 gram, and the motor was racing pretty hard. But I mean, if you're in town and not getting on it a lot, I mean, or if you have a passenger and you ride around with a passenger, then I would say you could do 19. That would help out, tremendously. The cons of lightening the rollers are less gas mileage. I think I didn't actually test it, but I think I lost probably 4, maybe 5 miles a gallon with the 20.56 rollers that I'm running with now. So I went out and I went online and bought Dr. Pulley rollers. I know everybody says sliders. I tried sliders. I don't like them. So, I mean, if they're your thing, then that's awesome. I don't condone you at all for it, but I just don't like the sliders. So I went rollers. I went 22 gram. That should get my RPM down a little bit from the 20. It should decrease my RPM a little bit, but still I should have a little more takeoff power. And 24, I do believe, is the stock. And RPMs are way down on 24. It's like, boo. So we're going to try 22. I'm going to show you how to open up a variator and install the rollers. It's not real hard. So here we go. Let's check it out. All right, I'll get you set up here. Also, shout out to my wife. She got me a selfie stick with a halo light on it and everything. It's pretty fancy. So, all right, here we go. I'll get my ratchet. Okay, so you're gonna need a 7mm. 7mm. No ratchet, of course. Oh, yeah. Here we go. The joys of... Wow. Man, I got it bad, huh? Okay. Get these out. Then you gotta split this top off. Take your screwdriver, go in between here. See how it's coming up? Okay, so covers off. Okay. This part. Make sure that they will fall off. So hold these, okay? Set them over there. Here's your rollers. Right here, okay? If you followed my other videos, I tried it with grease, and I guess I used the wrong grease or something, because grease came out, got on my belt, and damn it. So I pretty much do it pretty much dry. I do put just a slight grease on my finger. Like just barely. And if you followed my other videos and watch me knock the center out and drill holes in it to reduce it, that's fine with this one. This is a Dr. Pulley. Can't do it with this one. Can't knock the center out. So we'll just put some new ones in here. Like I say, just barely. I don't want it to be dry, but I don't want it to have enough to sling any out. I think this grease is too thin for if I was to put grease in there. It would have to be a real thick paste for grease to work, because it likes to sling it out. And like I say, I got my belt and wasn't a good thing. So that's how we do it. Just like that. Slide them in the grooves. Okay. Okay. I usually just wipe these a little bit too with my greasy finger. Okay, let me get a towel. Alright, got me a towel. So now, before you touch the bottom surface of this where the belt is, wash your hands. Wash your hands again. Make sure there is no grease on your fingers when you... Okay, let's put this on. This goes on here next. Okay. And the grooves and the grooves. The grooves. That's how your variator works. It constantly boop, boop, boop. All right, so now we're gonna put our cover on. Just line the holes up. Push it down. I touch these screws with some Loctite. I just use a blue Loctite. I don't need nothing coming apart while we're rolling down the road. All right. Screw them in by hand. Don't tighten them yet until you get them all in there. If you put them in with your hand, then you ain't gonna cross thread them. These threads are really fine thread. You don't want to cross thread these. Okay, take your ratchet. Now, you're not putting a lot of force on this. Just go around it, make sure it touches. I ain't touching. Touching. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Excuse me. So this is going to be important. All the rollers are laying in there. Okay. When you pick this up, you want to push up on this and then install it by keeping this down. If this is up and you flip this on the side, one of the rollers will roll over, and it's not good. You won't have, I haven't had it happen. I've almost done it, and the last time when I put it on there, I was in a hurry, didn't pay attention to that. But wash your hands. I'm telling you, you do not want to get grease on this. So wash your hands, and what I do is I take these blue towels, I take a fresh one, I take some brake cleaner, I spray the surface, the underside surface of this, and make sure there's no grease on it. And just install it back on the bike. I use a half-inch impact, battery operated. I don't get crazy with it. It goes in, I just bump a couple times. I put a little bit of Loctite on the nut here, and that's it. So I appreciate you watching, like always, and please like and subscribe and keep my channel open. Thanks.